Hey guys, let me mark my medicine taken. Um, I'm about to remember to take my medicine. But anyways, we are live here on Twitch.tv /Gambit We are the final days of tonight are really fun, and then we would go to all Trevor projects. And about the Trevor Project, the mission of the Trevor Project is in suicide among gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, and questioning young people, or AKA kids. Well, okay. So I guess this is the last question. Do gifting subscriptions go to charity? No, they don't. It's a long story short, which I don't know why you ask that because it really goes towards your Twitch payment. It's kind of weird that people ask that question, but anyways, we're gonna start with some extremely uh well, I guess it would be developing story at this point because of the time. I guess breaking to the podcast. Uh um First of all, you probably want to see the article I'm referencing or referring to, whatever you however you want to say it. IndyCar has announced penalties for Team Penske, including disqualifications of a number two car. Uh, driven by driver Joseph Newgarden, and an up free car, Scott McLaughlin, and a 10-point penalty. I guess willpower is over 10. For willpower from Fast Grand Prix St. Petersburg. Um, Team Penske was a violation of referring push to pass parameters rules, or however you want to say it. Rule 14.19.15. Indicate first pass should be sent out via communication from timing scoring begin on board car. Team dialogue. A signal must be pass ECU unmodified. Now I'm able to go over a street course events. I don't see how they broke that one. I really think they more broke 14, 19, 16. Race start, you cannot have push to pass, and that's what they found in the data. Um, um, According to the rulebook, this violation gets a race procedure penalty 9.2.2, which includes the right to position driver a car, position results with a disqualification. Since the race was so long ago, which is annoying, you can't just give a well, you could give a time penalty, but I don't think there's anything. I think if I know IndyCar publishes a rulebook, which is great. F1 does, IndyCar does, NASCAR only gets you, but yes, point my stream loose if you can. So apparently during warm up yesterday, you can tell I'm used to doing these streams on Monday. During the Sunday morning warm up, not morning for me because it was high noon, but I was at church, which is more important to me. They discover possible rules violation. Extensive review of the data for race on Tracy St. Petersburg revealed that Team Penske manipulated for overtake system or push to pass so that the 2, 3, and 12 cars have ability to use push to pass on starts and restarts, which I think is coming, but not this season. According to the IndyCar rulebook, use of overtake is not available during championship races. or until the car reaches the alternative start finish line. Um, it was determined by number 2 and 3 gain competitive engines by using push faster restarts, where 12 did not. Additionally, free entries have been fined $25,000 and for all prize money. Bleh. She's a Pittsburgh race. Uh, the integrity for IndyCar Series Championship. It's critical to everything we do. IndyCar President Jay Fry said, while a violation would undertake in St. Petersburg, IndyCar discovered food manipulation during Sunday's swamp of Long Beach. I like how they just double down to make the just all cars compliant. Being university race barbers. Um, New technical procedures will be in place to determine violation. I'm gonna since I haven't pinned a product pass, you can basically go right up to technical inspection. I wonder how we're gonna enforce how we're gonna check right now. Are we gonna have to like take a laptop and plug it into the car? Because you can do that, which I think is awesome. Um Due to this qualification penalty, Pedal Ward now is your winner of St. Petersburg. So the updated race after the disqualification is Powder Ward. Willpower say second because he did not get an advantage. Colton Herta now has 2 podiums of the year instead of just one. And then you see McLaughlin and Newgarden were disqualified. So yeah, man, this brings me back to. But anyways, we'll talk more IndyCar in a second. But now we're gonna talk about with last few Oilers games before we had a playoff schedule. Then we're gonna talk about soccer. Yesterday's I keep wanting to say yesterday, Frederick or Cam. It is Wednesday. You did tacos with your mother yesterday. It is Wednesday. Guess any more coffee or just any kinds of caffeine. Anyway, yeah, I find it interesting. Um, but they didn't check for that in pre-race tech. Let me actually pull up Google Maps or Google Earth, excuse me. Why are you pulling up on my second monitor, Google Earth? Oh, maybe because I pulled up my second monitor trying to make a Roblox search Kings Island. But anyways, we'll talk more about tech inspection later. So, it was. I would get upset if the way regular season ended, but we were clearly resting players for the playoffs. Now I got the Sharks game right. I didn't think it was gonna be a blowout like that. Even if they lost 5-2, 5-1, but yeah. Let's actually go to some. I may start printing out box scores for IndyCar recaps. First of all, let me go to YouTube. Uh, And then we're going to talk about a funny thing that happened when I was at my neurologist's appointment in the baseball world. Well, funny if you're not a Yankees fan. I called this game match perfectly. I didn't think it was going to be a come from behind win. But, hey. A prediction right's a prediction right.
Here are the lineups they employ. Still no Yakamakis in the 11, but available tonight as a sub. Watching Daniel Rios start up top. The interesting change is at striker. Corey Baird returns to the starting 11 to their first and only MLS Cup championship. It is a gorgeous night in Atlanta. The roof is open for the first time this season. And we're underway at Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Giving insight about the Atlanta players that were a number of.
I just find it funny that they built an indoor city in Atlanta.
Cincinnati wants as much as possible. Tripped up towards the top of the 18. The referee Villarreal lets that go. Cincinnati stays with it.
One thing I like about Apple TV is we're able to fill the matches to 60 frames per second.
We've already seen from Cincinnati side of things.
It is Thiago Almada on the first.
I don't know why that's not a TV thing.
On a set piece this year, this ball.
When he said that part, they were going to score. I was like, "You doofus with your commentator's curse."
And it is a goal kick.
I like how different stadiums have different places where they are. Although I think by FIFA rules, this technically supposed to be
When you're a defender, you have
at the center line, in between, across the benches. Like in hockey, that's they do reviews at the penalty box. I think the home box, if I remember right.
He has scored in back-to-back games for the
One thing that's different about hockey and football, or soccer, excuse me, is soccer for us on the pitch have control. In hockey, unfortunately, if a refs disagree with what Toronto is saying, Toronto's like, haha, screw you. Toronto gets the final say. I think that should change because the rest are there and you're just watching a video screen in Toronto.
Atlanta going long over the top. This is Mosqueda with the flag down and the shot would not go. They're going to rule this goal kick. He's arguing for a corner. Push by
Dawn. A drop of dawn and Greece is gone.
Here comes Atlanta. 3 into the attack. This is Mosqueda. Plays it ahead. Can got a piece of it. Oh, what a
still can't believe they thought he was faking.
And the defensive play made by Robinson to snuff out that opportunity. Links with Almada.
This whole new golf pitch, if you go down more than 50 seconds, is poorly done. Like, you take a, what was that, a knee to the chest?
Sleep. Links that opportunity. And terrific block. Plays it ahead. Can got a piece of it. Oh, what a terrific block.
You take a foot to his chest and tell me, you know he's faking.
Robinson to snuff out that opportunity. Links with
and you can see it's turf. Gosh, I hate Asher turf fields. Teams should be fined for every match they don't have a natural grass field.
And the shot save made by Alec Can.
Yeah, whoa, what? Okay, that's what I thought. That must be like a backup VR system or something. Because I saw the endless restricted area, so I knew it had to be something like VAR. Although it's kind of weird that not even photography can just get you VAR, as you saw. So maybe they had to put the VAR there because this was designed for American football, not football.
Yedlin again.
Which
Able to work
is
this across to the far
obviously
post. They hit the post
TKO was
on
designed for
Guzan for a
soccer.
second
So
time, and it's out for
they're trying to
another
get us a
quarter.
bowl game
Yeah,
down
but
there,
you're getting
which
closer.
perhaps
He keeps getting in
called
the right
Cincinnati
place,
Jelly
and he
Bowl
gets
because
it
the Jelly
so
Bowl
well
is
and
already
glances it
copywritten.
towards that far post.
Boop.
And all Guzan can do is just watch and hope that the
And
post comes to his rescue, and it
that's
does
right
exactly
there.
that. His confidence will be growing. All those an opportunity to hit the post. He's getting closer.
Off the ensuing corner, that's defended away. Rios, and this is Wobodeau, puts that on frame, and the save is made by Brad Guzan. Almada fends off the challenge by Wobodeau.
So yeah.
This is Mosquera. Jay Fortune, Shande Silva set to come on as well with Yakimakis in a moment. Not before Almada gives it a go, fires and scores! His first from the run of play in 2024. Atlanta United on the board, and the Benz is blasting with excitement.
He's happy to start deep here. He's happy to start deep, and all of a sudden, he sees that Wiley's made the run. It's a great run from Wiley because it takes Wobodeau with him. That then leaves the space for Almada to say, thank you very much, I'll put it into the bottom corner. But you talk about unselfish runs from players, teammates, and that is an incredible one from Wiley, which drove Wobodeau out of the position.
Almada took the short option, didn't have enough on it. Here comes Cincinnati the other way. 3 into the attack. They've got Acosta on the ball. Has 2 making a run. Plays this ahead.
It was how much this weekend, so.
Corey Baird. It was building all night. We are level in the 62nd minute. And a tremendous weight off the shoulders of the first-year Cincinnati striker, and a lot of the air has been taken out of this beautiful stadium in Georgia.
He knows that Oriano is going to be onside because it's Schlich that's playing him onside, and he releases the ball at the perfect time. Lennon can't make a challenge, then it's all about Oriano.
Murphy, Robinson. Yedlin again goes over the top into the box.
It's just so weird with the way Vasim Simon they are able to have video review at center. Circle. Like I said, it's like hockey where we have a cross from the benches.
It definitely looks as though it's onside there. It's Hernandez playing both Baird and Acosta on. And the one thing we've said all evening is what Cincinnati have done really well. They've got themselves into good goal-scoring positions. Once again, it's Acosta.
Yeah, you saw the play clock.
But Baird isn't far behind us in terms of
Falcons
the movement.
play.
Atlanta trying to avoid its first home defeat. Lennon and Can reached up to parry that away.
I still don't get for 7 minutes of stoppage time.
Wolf.
I thought it was going to be a minimum of like 5 because there's 2 injuries, 3 goals.
Just enough pressure on Wiley from Powell.
So.
And this might do it for what would be a big road victory for Cincinnati tonight.
Goals off the field, goals off the field. Home Depot, the official home improvement company of Major League Soccer. Anyway, let's move on to Sunday. Blah, 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 Max won. But what was wild is what happened during a safety car restart. Excuse me. We had a Lance Stroll forget he was supposed to use some brakes and rear end Ricardo. Um, we got a champagne spray from Lando. That's probably the best I've seen in all my years of watching Formula One. So it's funny that Ricardo got a free play script penalty. I think it should have just been a post race time penalty. I don't see how, if I think it's next race, um, helps regulate the next. So yeah, he broke for safety car rules. Just give him a post race penalty, not a next race penalty. It makes 0 sense to give Ricardo a penalty. That affects his next race instead of just say, hey, let's actually pull up the final classification. Um, oh, he didn't even finish, so why even penalize him? Also, why penalize Fernando Alonso when he didn't finish the race either? Like, come on. Anyways, that's enough F1 talk. Let's go to IndyCar highlights. Oh, excuse me. You know what? I should do a key bind. Uh, don't worry, guys. I am a professional streamer. I know what I'm doing. Why is that? So, and here's the race in under 30 minutes. For best highlight package.
The Fro Show with the jump. Watch the yellow and red car of Alex Palou looking 3 wide, but Will Power to the outside.
Power sweeps around and gets Rosenquist in turn 1.
They get through turn 1 fine. Now it's the fountain side by side. Doesn't normally work here. Christian Lundgaard sliding in behind Scott Dixon, being smart about it here. So far, the fireworks have not happened.
But up front, that's exactly what Rosenquist
It's such a good race, man.
Challenge too hard. I think again, you got to be so careful to let Will Power control the pace. Power now can drive as slow as he needs to protect his softer Firestone tires.
Apparently, the 30% strategy ended up winning. Who would have thought?
It was a great
I think
from Rosie, but it's a long run down to turn one. Again, this guy's won here before. He knows how to get it done. He's on those softer tires. He knew he had to pounce early, and that's exactly what he's done. But the question is, can his teammate Joseph Newgarden in third right there, the black and white Hitachi Chevy, can he?
if I need to see more Michelin tire ads, considering that's Professor Tire of IMSA. IMSA was a good race too.
I would be on the radio as there's trouble in the hairpin for Christian Rasmussen. Got all checked up. It almost looks like he kicked into anti-stall.
Yeah, when the revs drop too low, that motor will save itself from stalling by going into an anti-stall. It essentially finds a neutral. You've got to grab the clutch and then release it again to get going. Side by side with one of the Hunkos Halder cars, just kind of tightened up the exit.
Both F1 cars and Indy cars are so complicated to start. You had to have an anti-stall program. IndyCar seems to be improving, whereas F1's always had a great anti-stall program.
I think so, absolutely, because you know what would be very much, Marty, in the minds of all Team Penske drivers.
I like how F1 Super freaks out when it goes to anti-stall, and just in big all caps, anti-stall.
Diving on the inside, that was Kyle Kirkwood in the Andretti Global Honda, Marty.
Yeah, that was already in the playbook for Will Power and his team.
So yeah, we had some penalties this race. I almost got this right. We were just kind of lucky, but I did get one podium drive right with Herta. Wrong place on podium, but I consider that a third. So, predictions, point three.
This is not a scheduled stop, Dylan.
They had a left rear issue that they saw on the data, and this
Yeah, he had a puncture.
I guess it's a good thing because they're done with them now. They'll go to sticker primaries here, but a lot of ground to make up for Rossi.
Of course, the rules.
Pit lanes are so long here because they have two series, and I think it's easier logistically. See, that was one of the penalties. As I was saying, I think it's easier logistically to have long pit road and set up pit box, sit down, set up, you know.
Carbon fiber blade got right into Rossi's rear tire. We've seen that so many times.
So there is Pato Award in the number 5, the Arrow McLaren Chevy. Let's go to the hairpin. Here's Dylan Welsh.
It is dicey down here already, and Townsend, you nailed it. Rasmussen a couple laps ago got into anti-stall. For now, everybody pretty civilized through here and starting to spread out. So it's amazing how close they're getting. Right here when they come by us, I can reach out and about touch these guys right there.
Don't drop your iPad, mate.
Yeah, Dylan, don't turn your back to the Indy cars. They're literally 14 inches away.
It'd be fun to do photography from that area once I get IndyCar photography.
And his teammate Alexander Rossi. So Will Power leads his teammate Joseph.
It's funny to see sometimes. So yeah, obviously track limits over walls, but yeah, you can see it's Acura.
Show you this move for third place. Here is Marcus Ericsson on fellow Swede.
Just clinical stuff, textbook up the inside there, no defense from Rosenquist.
Inside one only.
It's hard for Rosenquist because something just went wrong in that race setup.
After being dropped down the order a little bit, he is very comfortable at this race.
And I think it's a tie between a freeway tie for my favorite team between Penske, Andretti, and Meyer Shank, especially since Meyer Shank is my hometown team.
Yeah, I think it is, guys. We've seen a lot of drivers clip the exit of turn 4, never with these consequences, though.
Poor flagman struggling to get the caution flags out.
First caution of the race and a first big moment we've seen for the rookie. That's Jack Harvey.
Poor Jack Harvey, he had nowhere to go. I mean, to be fair, if it wasn't rookie, he didn't know to hold his brakes. He was just speaking, I need to get out of his way.
He said it just broke, and I think he means something in the car.
I think the left rear suspension looks like the.
I just see it as a race against the net.
It's a good point.
I don't see any mark on the tire, though. I didn't see that, but that was a very, very quick turnaround, and Jack Harvey, just an innocent victim there, nowhere to go. And significant damage to the Dale Coyne race.
You can tell
Just the back end of the pod, I feel like for Harvey they could.
they have a, I think they have a sticker for it because for Road America they had to fill off opposite side. I noticed a track where the fuel hose, the fuel receptor, whatever you want to call it, is on a different place. They finally added more rain lights on the IndyCar. I think it's well needed.
Riding on board with Will Power back at Long Beach, who has led all but 2 laps today. And under this caution, Ron.
One second. Sorry, my fan was annoying me.
The call to bring Will Power to pit road. Only a handful of cars came to pit road, though.
Yeah, used the white flag, which probably means there was still. Yeah, you can see this. They were still recovering his car.
To the end of the race on one more stop. If you could make it to the end of the race on one more stop, they might need caution, but this is really going to change the game.
I know Monster Energy Supercross has a white flag with a red cross. I think they should bring back to IndyCar and F1 so people know when medical vehicles on track. The difference between F1 and IndyCar is mandatory. F1 has the G sensor that would deploy the medical car if they need to be checked out. Personally, I like the just be safe.
But he's been mad fast without even trying so far. And ultimately, you've got these split strategies, these 2 different strategies, but you have 2 of the best in the business on that alternate strategy leading it. Will Power and Scott Dixon. And look, Christian Lundgaard and Kyle Kirkwood as well. No slouches on street courses. They've both won at tracks like this. Kirkwood's won here. So now we have a very interesting situation to play out, but ultimately, guys, nobody knows.
I like how they just take the time covering vehicles. Auto Nation mobile service. I thought it was like some kind of XM car again. Trying to figure out, wait, what XM car is it this weekend? Excuse me. As you can see, the top 10 did not pit.
Because he hasn't had to. But push to pass gives you more power, but it also burns more fuel. So that's going to be a challenge for him to think through. Let's look at something that happened on pit road with the 45 here. Christian Lundgaard.
On your left, on your left, on your left.
That was
And there's Kyle.
that was unsafe release.
Bit of a cuddle there. Whoa, whoa. I think they'll be all right, but that could have been a race ender for either one.
It's such a tight pit lane here at Long Beach. It's easy for that sort of
I think
thing.
we're gonna have a Honda pace car this weekend.
Contact in pit lane, but I think kind of no harm, no foul on that one.
James Hinchcliffe. You see, the race control disagreed with James Hinchcliffe. Oh, I gave unsafe release penalty for that, which is the drive, which instead of drive-through, it was 0 to 5 spots. I would rather drive-through because what if you can't get going fast enough? You lose more spots.
You saw Joseph Newgarden almost doing his Indy 500 trick, trying to weave down the front straightaways. We see Lundgaard make
I would have a drive-through penalty, get clean air, and try to work my way back up. But it was that race, so be it. That's just racing. And then after this, we'll talk about Game 1 of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Game 2 is tonight.
Exiting turn 8. This is the back straight. The run up to turn 9.
I find it cool Master as a sponsor. It's just COVID was good and bad for sim racing. Good for popularity, bad for oversaturation, where there's just some people who shouldn't be racing. Let's be honest here. United Rentals, of course, is the official rental company of IndyCar. I'll show you in my Mid-Ohio vlog. It's funny, Mid-Ohio's middle of nowhere so much of as you generate the power race control. Or timing scoring at some parts.
That's Rossi. Porsche's a couple up the road. So, good showing from the young Frenchman in his first IndyCar race. Marty, he's coming your way. This is an agonizing wait, because this is such a
It was
pit lane here at Long Beach.
this
Off
was.
down the pit lane. The road slopes towards the wall there.
I just think it's interesting with Bob Road so early.
Yeah, you use a very long pit road here at Long Beach, and it does.
But you can see you could go at least 30 laps on a tank of gas if you were able to squeeze it out.
He said he didn't know what are we doing here? What tires are we going to? So that's when he made the call for the wing change. You see also Marcus Ericsson leaving his pit stall with the alternate tires as well. And that's what we wanted.
Man, it was so hard to find Curta for me. Guess I'm just so used to running the black and yellow Game Bridge car.
I think this strategy for this group is going to play into the hands of Alex Palou. We all know
I think it's spot this guy out. If not, I'll talk about it later.
So he is going to likely in this group stay out longer than anyone else, cycle to the front, and
So we're racing Alabama this weekend.
This strategy is concerned with about half the field.
So these two drivers here, Colin Herta and Alex Palou, doing the overcut. They saved enough fuel to get an extra 1 lap for Palou, at least now 2 for Colton, running those fast laps on hot tires while the drivers they were racing.
So Herta has 2 podiums this season, so it is second in point standings after the penalties.
Herta stays out the longest in this group. Palou is coming down from primary Firestones. He's got the alternates. These are softer, these are faster.
Scott Dixon now leads
Brand new set. Can anybody make them last in
points
entire
after
stage?
the DSQ of Newgarden at St. Pete, which your race gap is way too long in between races. I don't keep saying this, but IndyCar needs to fix that.
Right now, he's got the fastest lap of the race. He's turning low 108s. There goes Newgarden. There goes Palou into P2. But Ericsson's on hot tires, so this could get pretty feisty through the tight section.
Ericsson's had a really savvy opening, more than third to this race, and now he's on the attack against Alex Palou. Here we go.
Absolutely mission critical here for Ericsson to get around the 10 car. Is going to be on the push to pass. You see the green lights light up. He tries to stay to the inside, but big.
I find it interesting that different drivers have a push to pass notification on different places. Like some have it where iRacing has the caution light.
Oh. I would have tried to square him up and get him on the run down at turn 9, but I don't know. But now Herta's in the pits.
Although that may be realistic. Yeah, I'm not used to that Cambridge style.
They went to sticker alternate tires. They almost put on the used alternate tires for Colton Herta. Let's see where he cycles out in all this traffic.
So is this the opportunity gone for Marcus Ericsson? Here comes Colton
There's
Herta.
Newgarden. I think Newgarden just went through turn 1.
Herta should duck out ahead of these two.
So Herta back to P2, but on cold tires. So Palou with his head down and temperature now in his.
I love a new aero screen for cooling. I just wonder how it deflects rain, because that was the biggest problem with the aero screen. It's like rain creating a little bubble right in the driver's sight line. I'm seeing this use tear off, so I wonder if there's like a way to do a sports car soon, just wipe it down to get rubber off, void tear off, so that way they can like put Rain-X on the aero screen. Or Rain-X makes the tear offs with Rain-X infused. I wonder if that's even possible.
It's likely going to take a caution. Used alternates, Marty, for Dixon.
Scott Dixon is the master, Kevin, making time but saving fuel as he leaves his stall. Will Power was able to match what Scott Dixon did on the track as well. They asked him at one point late in the
You can tell it's a day race because look how dark those Fires are.
any more than I'm giving you right now. They too going to use primary tires for Will Power.
So
34 laps to go. They still have to save
this was slippery track surface ahead, which means it's like water, oil. Something like that.
Here you go. You got a driver in his very first IndyCar race.
It was
Up against the six-time champion. How aggressive is Teo going to be here?
Well, and Scott Dixon not remotely interested
I
in
think
letting
the problem,
the
as you'll
rookie
see later on the
by.
highlights,
Track
is
position, he needs
Huda
to win
chasing
here to make
down
these fuel
Dixon
saves.
used too much push to pass.
Mastery work here. Long way to stretch this stint, Hinch.
Um,
Newgarden is going to be pushing so hard on these 2 laps.
Joseph Newgarden comes slowly down pit road here. They're going to go to
I think this is the longest pit road of the season because, like I said, it's easier to have the IMSA pit set up.
A little surprised how well these alternate tires for Firestone have held on this weekend. Newgarden bidding with 27 laps to go.
If they had to have a pit limiter, they had to have the entire pit area so long because of IMSA, which was a good race.
Well, I think he's going to cycle out near his teammate here, Will Power. Power on that alternate strategy like Dixon. So what happens when the teammates meet here in turn 1?
Like I said, logistically, it's a lot easier to do it the way they do it.
Power, however, has to save gas to make it to the end. So this helps Newgarden that he had a nice clean stop, and now he.
I mean, one year I was watching a joke with some video where someone made jokes. One day someone's going to up 1,000. I mean, Simon almost went 1,000 a few years ago. I don't know how he ended up in a flower bed.
Statistical record here over the past 6 years.
Or was that just last year? I know somehow Simon ended up in that flower bed. Regardless of how thinking, excuse me, Mr. Patching up, but we're going to bill you for this.
With the years going on, this guy's just got better and better at this venue. Here comes the Delaware Life Honda, Marcus Ericsson. Marty, he's heading your way.
Yes, for Delaware Life. Honda of Marcus Ericsson.
Keeping in the top 5 the entire time. Very few complaints about the handling of the car. Felix Rosenquist also on pit road at the Gary Hannah pit road. That number 2 pit stall for Felix Rosenquist. They're heading back out on the racetrack. And once again, take note, Colton Herta and his team.
I think since IndyCar doesn't do it by qualifying, pit boxes should be done by a random draw. I think that would make it more interesting. But
coming out of the pits is struggling to get up to speed on those cold Firestones.
Long Beach City College.
Has worked every round of stops so far on both strategies, and Colton Herta doing a great job.
O'Reilly's
Another lap by
Auto Parts. Ow!
When he won here
Man, I would love to see another manufacturer enter IndyCar. Once we give a hybrids, that should help. Because I would love to see Ferrari try to enter again. Because there was talks that one time Ferrari may enter. Italian chassis with an Italian engine.
look at Power and Dixon on that same strategy, but it was a 10-second difference between the two as Dixon, car's in, Dylan, that's Rossi.
Yeah, and he's on the comeback trail.
Because for some reason, both Honda and Chevy are weird about loaning new engines, and I think Honda's already in Doofus. I think Ferrari entering would be awesome. We're already here at IMSA, so they got, and I believe Shell was using IndyCar as testing grounds for F1 fuel, because in F1, each team has their own fuel provider, which I find weird, but it's probably been like that for years, and my American mind just can't comprehend it.
We'll catch him. Excuse me, Newgarden will catch him. The question is, can he get by? Here comes Colton Herta for his last stop, Kev.
And Alex Blow is right behind him, but Herta gapped him by about 7/10 on the last 2 laps. It's used
It's annoying that NBC is using cars to advertise golf. Like, you have a separate golf channel. Keep races on big NBC and promote them. But that's a rant for another podcast.
There goes Scott Dixon, but here comes Joseph Newgarden, gets around the 66 of Tom Blomqvist, and there you see Herta and
So if push to pass, like I said, I wonder how we're gonna look at push to pass. Are they gonna like have some kind of laptop connected to the car?
This is the race leader, Scott Dixon in the PNC.
I'm gonna see one of the technical inspection in Ohio this year to see, because there are a lot of fans to watch, which I think is cool.
Least amount of fuel. Scott Dixon, you can see the gap about 4/10, sometimes 8.
In fact, sometimes when you're walking through a pit of paddock, you have to be careful because they're walking to technical inspection. Like, if you're after qualifying, just post-qualifying inspection. Speaking of inspections, after that Rocky Field incident, I'm surprised NASCAR doesn't have a rule of where you need to do a fuel sample like F1 does. And if you can't provide one, you get disqualified. Because you can use fuel to cheat, as we found out in NASCAR. So, like I said, I'm surprised NASCAR doesn't require teams to provide a pre- and post-race fuel sample.
He's really having a save here. Be patient. Herta's got 44 on his butt behind him.
Yeah, Joseph is coming. Be patient is exactly right.
Unless NASCAR just... I need to look more into that rocket fuel thing before I say something, because I really don't know if meat and potatoes of that rocket fuel scandal. I have to look it up before I comment on it more.
Don't count out Scott Dixon.
I kept rolling my eyes every time he said don't count Scott Dixon because I wanted Power to win, but he kept falling back if I would wanted Herta to win. Because Power Herta are my drivers. Used to be Simon, but he has been medically cleared, and I don't know if he will be again. This is just giving me Kurt Busch vibes, unfortunately. And what's really concerning about Kurt Busch's crash, it wasn't that bad. Now, Simon's was terrifying. Kurt's wasn't. So, that's why I knew the safety of a next-gen car was poopy.
And then now he is limping home. He got a podium at the season opener in St. Pete. That is far from happening here. Meanwhile, back on board with his teammates. Newgarden in pursuit of the lead. 14 to go.
And guys, I just checked as they crossed the line. Dixon did burn a couple more seconds of push to pass on that last lap, so he is just ever so slightly using a little bit his Newgarden battling a little bit oversteer there.
So does he know that he can hold Joseph off through the back section?
Like I said, I think Kurt used way too much push to pass trying to catch.
Where you want to use it in the defense, as you said. I mean, he's running great lap times for the fuel he's saving. Through the twisty bits, he's fast. Yep. It's just on the straights he has to lift so early.
So Newgarden might have more fuel to use, but he does not have clean air to help him. Don't forget, an IndyCar punches a big turbulent hole in this Southern California air.
3.5 to Herta. He's got 91 on his butt.
And now, Tim Cindric giving Newgarden Herta.
As you can see, there's 44 seconds. I don't know why they don't do it anymore, but it used to be a graphic that would turn blue when they were on push to pass. I don't understand why they don't use that anymore, but...
It could be anybody. Is it Scott Dixon in the orange and blue PNC back under? Here comes Joseph Newgarden up into turn 9. He knows the pressure's coming from behind in Colton Herta, and there is traffic up ahead.
Yep, you've got rookie Kiffin Simpson, then Nolan Siegel in the red-white car, Santino Ferrucci, and Newgarden stalls in the hairpin.
Oh my goodness, Herta and Palou just swapping.
It's kind of funny that they want a penalty for that. Like, that's just a risky incident. Not just because I'm a Herta fan, but that's just a risky incident, man.
Oh. Hit up the back by Colton Herta. Don't
like,
forget
it's a tight hairpin. Where else is Herta supposed to do there? And as you can see, it almost cost Herta spots, but I honestly think that's just a risky incident. And Race Control agreed with me, which is weird. It's almost like Race Control hacked my phone. I have a point. I mean, before the disqualification from St. Pete, Newgarden was leading the championship standings. Now it's Dixon. I don't think anyone's gonna catch Scott Dixon. Let's be real here. And here's the final 3 laps. I think Herta needed a few more laps to catch him. As you can see at that point, half a second, still half a second. You can see he only had 17 because you can see he's using push to pass.
was a full pull for Colton Herta down the front straight. Dixon only burned 2 seconds on that previous lap. Herta now down to 17, 36 for Dixon.
They don't have to worry about gap anymore. Colton Herta is there.
I just had a feeling watching these last few laps that Herta was going to need a few more laps to catch Dixon, because you can see he was able to pull 2 temps on the straights. Almost, well, 3 temps almost. I don't know, 4 temps. You know, math is not my strong suit. We actually already had a. It was definitely my race of the year. It goes St. Petersburg. I'm sorry, it goes Long Beach, St. Petersburg, whatever the heck the all-star race was supposed to be.
But this is going to be a phenomenal final 2 miles. Here we go. Dixon versus Herta.
I just think they needed some more time.
Use everything you got is the call. Talk about good news from your box. Mike Hall telling Scott Dixon, burn some gas, go for it. Lay down a flyer to close this thing out.
I just think Herta was too uses push to pass too fast. But with Dixon, okay, big gap. It's one of those we'll never know things.
Absolutely remarkable. If Scott Dixon can hang in there for the length of this back straight to turn 9, he is as good as home. Here it is, turn 9. You know, he's laid back. He takes everything in his stride, but he is very intense inside that helmet.
Look at that crowd. Ratings were horrible, but look at that crowd. It shows people want to watch IndyCar. Advanced Auto Punch, checkered flag. 12 for Scott Dixon, Colton Herta, and Alex Plo.
An incredible Long Beach
win
for Scott Dixon and Chip Ganassi Racing.
There's just something better of a sound of confetti cannons in the afternoon.
What an amazing win. I guess my question is, how?
That was tough. That was real tough. Honestly, I didn't think we were going to...
I'm not really Dixon because of the way he treated Danica in the past. That's also why my mom doesn't like him.
So, luckily we're on the safe side there, but huge credit to everybody on the PNC Bank number 9. Obviously, can't thank Honda enough. Home race here at the Acura Grand Prix, all the Honda employees here.
So Chevy still won Long Beach, but not the Chevy I originally won.
To that point, as Chip Ganassi comes in for a hug,
Oh my gosh, it's Kingpin!
that one deserves a
Sorry, one of the YouTubers I watch calls him Kingpin, and I can't. He does me reviews of these races, and ever since he called Chip Ganassi Kingpin, I can't unsee it because it is. He really looks like Kingpin.
But I also knew that he'd been burning the tires off too. But Chip came on, he's like, just go for it, man. And I was like, I'm going to try, but so cool.
I like how Firehawk is trying to cool off a podium of confetti.
Say hi to everybody back home in New Zealand and in the UK.
Were people even watching in New Zealand? I mean,
I'm going to dedicate to Sir Colin Giltrap, obviously helping.
they're like 16 hours ahead of me.
Unfortunately, but huge thank you to him and all the support back home.
So,
we can tell the emotion in your voice. You've had some amazing runs in your
for one problem is internationally, people want to watch IndyCar. Like,
for you, is it at the top?
Well, yeah,
Of difficulty.
it was way up there, man, because the stress.
I was seeing win in person before. My first race in person in Ohio. My second overall race in person. My first race in person was Indianapolis 500. I don't do small things on my first one. World's Biggest Race Adventure was my first. World's Biggest Single Day Sporting Event was my first.
Team came on and said, just go for it. We got plenty of fuel, and away we went, man.
And was the burnout just kind of a show off? I've got a little bit more.
Yeah, we made it back to the pits, man. We had loads left.
Scott Dixon, an incredible win here at Long Beach.
Up next, it's the Children's of Alabama Indy Grand Prix, Sunday, April 28th. Watch
I'm
at 1
big
p.m.
NBC.
on NBC.
Thank God. All right, that's actually perfect. We've been watching so much hockey, and then highlights that just comes up in my recommended. I love NASCAR is just okay, but I don't feel like watching highlights for it. And here we are, game one, round one.
Connor McDavid, there's only one trophy left that he cares to get his name on, and it's the Stanley Cup.
Well, Conn Smythe would be pretty nice. For what he's been playing, he's a early favorite for Conn Smythe in my opinion. Zach Hyman got a hat trick Monday night, which was awesome. It was just great to yeah. Oh, I know notification one of the guys. One for the first stream, so I watched it live. Yeah, that's we both use Me6 for live notifications. So it sucked not having Sportsnet, but I can't complain because I got to watch the game with my mom after my neurologist appointment. So
just like that, the Oilers are off and running. It's 2-0 thanks to Adam Henrique. Henrique excited to be injected in the top line with Connor McDavid. He knows when to give it to him. He's going, give it to him right there. That shot did not miss by much. Could keep it at the line by Bouchard to be on that wall.
anyways, this is a good game unless you're a Kings fan. If it was god awful. So
Wait a minute, I thought all of that extra security was for you in the playoffs. You're a man of the people. You're beloved.
you thought it was going to be a close game.
Beautiful, Scott. Beautiful. And now the puck bounces over to Hyman.
But more listed with this game, we leave the series 1-0, obviously. Every Stanley Cup playoff round is best of 7 until the cup is awarded. One of the best decisions for Oilers was to get Zach Hyman. I think he should win Hart. I don't know why. I love McDavid, but I think Hyman should win Hart. I just can't even imagine. Hart is the most valuable player. I don't know what Oilers would be without Hyman. I would say I'll say Hyman, Bobrovsky, and McDavid are my current Conn Smythe favorites. Conn Smythe is playoff MVP. So
The Oilers running away with it now, 4-0 here in the second period. A lot in this game, Singer. You have to stay disciplined against the Evans.
Phil Kessel, the year he won when the Penguins won Cup in 2017, he was robbed of Conn Smythe. There was no way the Penguins won the 2017 Stanley Cup without Phil Kessel. But of course, they had to give it to Crosby. Like me, Gary Bettman, because Gary Bettman always announces the Conn Smythe. When I was texting Phil Kessel from Harrison Crosby. I was like, whatever. I'm surprised my eyes didn't snap. If that happens again with someone that's a Conn Smythe, my eyes may snap on my head or over them so hard.
And the Los Angeles Kings have life. Makes a nice poke check into the defensive zone, then he gets his feet moving, and it's a little bit too hard.
Yeah, I'd have a scanner could do there. Unfortunately.
The second one by Anderson has some eyes. Gets his head up. It's not as hard as the one.
So.
Vincent Desharnais knocking Lazat down. Lewis shooting. That one flutters wide. Spence has it. Spence ahead to Grundstrom. Spinning, firing. It's knocked down, and it's in the net. The Kings score, cutting the deficit.
And this goal was disallowed because of a hand pass.
This is a couple shifts in a row into the offensive zone. Shots from distance with traffic in front. And has resulted in 2 goals to cut the lead to 2 for Edmonton. This one here, a little spin shot.
and you can see it ricochets. It's Grundstrom who gets injected back into the lineup, hasn't played a game since February, and just sings this puck to the net. And watch this thing go off of Lewis in front. He's got to battle Big Day Harney to get that position.
Anyways, that I knew that was coming back.
Upon video review, has been determined that the puck went into the net off a glove. Therefore, there is no goal in the play.
He's second in the NHL in time on ice.
That was the game changer.
25 minutes and 48 seconds a game.
I think, possibly, I don't know.
He's a minute muncher.
Kempe out front and the Kings score. All of a sudden, this time for real, the deficit is indeed cut in half.
Behind the net, walks out, says, yeah, why not? And throws it through. He's actually looking for a tip. It might be Byfield that gets a piece of this. I thought it was Kempe. Maybe it goes off a skate here. But it's Byfield. Byfield gets that paddle down. That's a beautiful pass from Kempe. And Byfield, who had a breakout year this season. I guess when you're going to be wheeling as fast as he is up the ice with the puck, you want a clean sheet of ice to start.
Anyways, you can tell it's this national broadcast because Singer, I love him. He is a great announcer. He's my second favorite sports announcer. My favorite is Jack Michaels. So, yeah, I don't know if that callback goal would have been game changing because it's been 5-3.
Once this pass is down there, he no hesitation on this shot, and he threads it right up over top of the left shoulder of Talbot inside the bar. Look how sharp that angle is, and he finds the back of the net. Such a battle within the battle. Drew Doughty up against McDavid again. They relish in it.
It was like a bit of old school Goldberg from like WCW days, wrestling wise or something. Here's McDavid with a pass in front.
Yeah, I've only been, it's still been 6-3, so I don't think that callback goal made a difference. That was a and that was the first hat trick of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Surprisingly. It's obviously, and since playoffs have
For Zach Hyman, he sets up shop on the post, makes himself large. It's a bigger target with the skates and the sticks, and he just redirects this one home off the stick and finds its way in the back of the net. He essentially, with the skates on the ice and the blade, he makes it like a 2.5.
Yeah, but Bonsko was 7-4, but because of empty netter, it was up in like probably 7-5 final without because that 7th goal was empty netter.
From a pretty sharp angle, he elects to try and shoot this one off the stick of CC, off the body or skate.
So,
Of Darnell Nurse, you're going to see it right there off the skate.
going to help paint some plan banners. So that's why we went live a little earlier today than normal. I love how Nurse takes responsibility for that. But CC, no way that goal can be avoided. Like,
The Los Angeles Kings are within 2 with 1 minute and 11 to go in the third period. My, oh my.
it's still open a 5-7 final. So, I wonder if there's a way to tell like a baseball bat if it's cracked, or if it's just like that. Your stick just breaks on you, you're like, oh, you're like Mr. Crocker, poopy. Though obviously, down by 1, you would definitely pull the goalie, but I still think if that was a hand pass, which it has intentional hand direction, which I think it was. Not saying because I'm Oilers, I'm saying because it was. If they go back on the Oilers, so I'm like, okay, smoke it now, get another one. And 1 down, 15 to go.
And obviously the Los Angeles Kings not too happy right now.
I know Dosher was so peeved about. It's not like it was Game 7. If it just got knocked out by Oilers for a time in a row. I'm trying to figure out who they used for Ottawa and Montreal. It's Hellebuck, Kadri, McDavid, Matthews. Um, yeah, and that's that. Um, so I would say it's gonna be a little bit of a shorter podcast next week, but we got IndyCar again. We got FC Cincinnati. We got Game 2 tonight. I can count. Um, even what would that be? 28. Yeah. Uh, I predicted Oilers in 5, so I actually think the Kings are gonna win tonight. And I think it's gonna take overtime. I hope we're gonna go overtime because I like sleep. And the Kings are starting at 10, so there's that. Then I was just felt like I was meditating. What would be next? I actually need to check when Game 4 is. Game 4 should be Friday. If Game 3 is tonight, should be. But who knows with NHL? They may want to put Game 4 Saturday night for Hockey Night in Canada. I'm sorry, Game 3. Yeah, it looks like Game 3 is Saturday night. Oh, that'll be Friday because 20th is Sunday. So, I think. What do I think the score is going to be? And then that brings us to Sunday. F1's off as we fly to Florida to get ready for the Miami Grand Prix. But IndyCar is not off this weekend. And I think who do I think's gonna win? um I don't think Dixon's gonna go back to back. I think the field's too spread out for that. I think you know what? The winner of this weekend's IndyCar race. I think Alex Palou gonna win this weekend. It's gonna be Palou. I figured it's gonna get his third podium of the season. come in second, and Dixon is going to come in third. NASCAR is at Dover. Uh, uh, wow, it's got FCC. They're gonna win 2-0. Uh, do 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 do. NASCAR, who's gonna win? Let's go Logano. I have no idea. Um, event on Sunday night. Everyone will always take a free 1 series lead. Um, so yeah, that's gonna do it for today. So, like, to thank you guys for watching. Excuse me. God bless. I still believe that Jesus is Lord. And I will see you tomorrow for some a little more Tire Unite, probably some Roblox storm chasing. Looking for someone to raid. Let's try J-Bo. Now that we have more of one person. I think J-Bo, you need more of one person, which is kind of annoying, but at the same time, I get it. Yeah, but anyways, we're gonna rate J-Bo. He's doing some iRacing at Dover. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye.